afternoon, this is X. Let me drop this video on you right quick. Take a look.
Need my check, please. Need my neck freeze. This that wet pussy. Get your jet skis. Pull up like 100 bands. Just me and my man. Got a stick in my pants. Light you like a lamp. I've been feeling like a bad bitch all goddamn day.
Now listen, people. There's a lot to unpack with this, okay? Obviously, along with social media, too much is becoming socially acceptable among black people. In the video, you have a woman that looks well in her 50s, old enough to be somebody's grandmother. As an elder, what is expected of you, be it male or female, is to be counsel for the youngins, to be a person of maturity, class, distinction, and have the mental capacity to share the wisdom that you have acquired throughout this life. And yet here we have and I want to say elderly, but she's not that old, but old enough to know better. We have a lady in her 50s on social media showing her untight body as if, well, I was about to say as if men were lustful, but the fact of the matter is there are men that will gun her down. And maybe that's the problem. That women, a lot of women that lack sex appeal, it doesn't matter so long as somebody coming to fuck them. Sorry, but I just gotta call it what it is. For some women, it don't matter how they look, how bad they look, mind you, as long as some dude or dudes is blowing their phone up to take them somewhere in hopes of getting some ass. Maybe that is the motivating factor for a lot of women in the sense that they can get on social media and show their bodies as if they built for runway modeling. The video you just seen was disgraceful on several levels. Let's just put aside that she looks utterly ridiculous. Let's put that aside for a second. But the big talk is how black women fell off in so many areas. Attitude, unrealistic expectations of men, promiscuous attitude towards sexual prowess. Now, I want to make something very clear about paper-chasing, opportunistic women. Just because they have the mindset of a prostitute, that don't mean they move like one. I want to make that very clear. Women can think with the mindset of a prostitute. But don't get it twisted. That don't mean they give up as much ass as a prostitute. Because the fact is, a lot of men out here are simps. They're dumb as shit. They will spend money on women they don't know in hope of getting pussy. A lot of men play the sucker role on hope. And this works in the advantage of opportunistic women. Now, you want to tie that, or I should probably tie that into this old chick on a video thinking she got the 22-year-old body. There's a level of delusion that accompanies a lot of women who are not that attractive, and yet men are still coming at them. So in their mind, they think they got it. There was a time when unattractive women knew where they stood on the dating food chain. They knew their position. That line is now gone. That identity that I'm not the top-notch bitch is, or you just knew where you stood on the food chain, gone. Today, you got ugly women thinking they fine as hell. Thinking they the baddest chick came down the pike. So I say this to say, not to be completely disrespectful to the sister in the video, but I want to point out, man, that this chick at her age doesn't have the class, the self-worth, the maturity. Forget about wisdom. She probably about as dumb as a box of rocks. But, you know, to look at that and see grandma in a two-piece trying to play the role of a hottie. Shameful, man. Shameful. And that puts in perspective where black women are now as far as the dating pool is concerned. It puts in perspective where they stand. Think about that. I want to make it clear, too, that old girl's not the only black woman well in her 50s, if not older, that I saw on social media half naked. She's not the first one, but I've seen so much of it, I just felt like something needs to be said. In contrast, do you know what the older brothers are doing? Do you have any idea how they're spending their time on social media? Check it.
Y'all listen? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something I wish somebody told me earlier. Finding a good mother for your kids is more important than finding a good-looking woman for yourself. Beauty fade. But how she raise them babies? That lasts forever.
I hear you, OG.
Schooling the youngins. Schooling. The older brothers are taking the knowledge that they acquired in the school of life and giving it to the young bloods. Yes, they're being responsible with their internet time, with their social media time. And big ups to brothers that are doing nothing but respect. Big ups to all of you. A lot of these sisters out there, 50 and older, even the young chicks, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. Particularly with your status quo at this point. You really ought to be ashamed of yourself. X is out.